Battlestar Galactica, the ride.
What? What is this? What?
Battlestar Galactica, the ride.
Is that a Universal Studios thing?
No, it's coming to the Red Light District in Amsterdam.
Woohoo! Yes.
No, wait. No,
Is
it opens this week in
Is
Universal
it the Sack-Off
Studios.
Simulator? Because that's all I want.
Universal Studios Singapore.
Singapore? I didn't know Singapore had a Universal.
As part of Sci-Fi City there. Here's Universal's description of the new Battlestar Galactica roller coaster. Engage in the ultimate intergalactic battle between good and evil in the world's tallest dueling roller coasters. Themed after the hit television series Battlestar Galactica, trademark. The attraction asks riders to choose a side, human or Cylon, that experience intense aerial combat between two spacecraft. The Cylon Raider is a suspended coaster that will turn your world upside down as it rains through vertical loops, corkscrews, and cobra rolls. The Human Viper Mark II is a seated roller coaster that zooms at 90 kilometers per hour and propels you 14 stories into the air while pursuing the enemy. Riders on both coasters will experience unbelievable thrills as they twist, turn, and narrowly avoid collision.
Why is it going to Singapore?
Because that's the only place I can print T-shirts that say, I rode my sack off.
Did you know that, like, I guess from the, like...
What I wonder is, if you're on a roller coaster doing the Battlestar thing, are you going to even be able to see any cool stuff? Because when you're on a roller coaster, most roller coasters are outside.
This is outside. There is no stuff around it. What
the hell? You can label it Monkey Fish Ass Blaster, the roller coaster, and it's still a roller coaster.
That's every roller coaster.
No. You get to choose to be the monkey fish or the ass blaster. In
Oh,
this case.
see, that's the difference. There you go.
Great. So on my Battlestar experience, it's just I'm gonna be looking at like kids puking in the park and trees and.
Which is your typical Battlestar experience. Named Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, I heard about this.
Hey, I got one for the roller coaster.
Please.
We're really going back to this?
So say we free fall.
Yeah, moving on.
The portable platform.
They're not all winners, folks.
So say we fall.
They're not all winners, folks. Looking at you saying I was a winner.
No, that's part of the Harry Potter roller coaster experience. That's
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty neat.
Oh, hey, I got one for the roller coaster.
No.
There are
Drop it.
There are 12 models, and they have an inverted corkscrew loop.
Yeah, moving on. Wow. Nice moment killer.
Okay, so outside of the roller coaster,
Oh, God.
they got a hot dog stand. Huh?
No.
Hot dogs.
Fail. No.
And
Dude,
there's a Kaylee there,
You know what?
and you got to throw the hot dog through her mouth.
I hate to say it, but he has a point. You remember all the food stands around Universal are themed to the area that they're in?
Yeah.
Like Doc Brown's Fried Chicken was right outside of the Back to the Future ride.
I don't remember that.
You can have hot dogs, and Boomer's Bloomin' Onions.
And so say we burger stall.
Yeah, so say we burger stall.
Why are you
Yay!
whooping him? Don't encourage him.
How about Boomer's Bloomers?
He's a terrible
And
man.
she sells a bunch of cute underwear. Boomer's Bloomers. Oh, Boomer's Bloomers could be used Japanese panties.
The right people.
I'm sure in Japan that would be
Boomer's
out of this
Bloomers.
world.
I want Boomer's Bloomers.
So do you have anything to say out there? Write to us. Comments at uglycouchshow.com. And don't forget to watch the Ugly Couch Show, where we tell you what to read, watch, and play.
Oh, okay. So in the retail section, under the roller coaster, you got ties.
Oh, hit the stop button.
You can sell themed ties. And then they would flap in the wind as you're riding the roller coaster.
For God's sakes, end this!
I am Master Torgo.
Dr. Vlarg.
The famous Paul.
The Hades Jeff.
And we'll talk to you next week in Geek.
Oh, God. My head hurts.
Hot dogs. Boomer's Bloomers.
The cable channel is planning on launching the new series during its Fear Fest week, which usually runs
Fear Fest!
during Halloween week of October.
Fear Fest!
Thank
like
you.
saying that?
That does help.
Fear Fest!
Hey, Paul, where are you going this week?
Fear first.
Just $5 for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
And it's been a bad week for many fans of TV's bountiful variety of shows. Fox's 24 and Scrubs have been canceled. On a lesser note, so has The Hills.
Fear first.
Hey, let's talk about Audrina Partridge's boobs.
Fear first.
I've been rather impressed with Amazon's, publish on demand service that they've been doing recently, where you can, let's say you have a small low budget produced DVD and you want to sell it, but you can't afford to buy, say, 1,000 copies of it, package them, and then hope people order it. Amazon started a service where you can design every aspect of it, the cover art, the art that's going to be on the DVD, and when somebody orders it, it's printed and then shipped out to the person, and then you get a share of the profit.
Yeah, that's good.
A share how
But
much?
the same
though?
thing like with CDs.
They
and
do that
so
with
forth.
books,
and
too.
books. Yeah, exactly. That's the next thing I was going to say. They have their books published on demand too. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's cuts down on all your overhead
Cuts
and
down on waste too.
and you don't have 100 copies of a book sitting on a shelf
Well,
somewhere
it
that
sounds
are never
good,
going to get.
but then there's always there's that one little thing that's wrong with it. And the one thing that's wrong with it I see is that when I want to look for a book on farm animals, just say. I go to
let's just say
Let's just
say Barry, on the
just
off
say.
chance that he's looking up
I want
farm
to look
animals.
up sheep vagina.
Maybe he might have to look at, man, you have so many books on farm animals.
I like me some sheep.
You don't ever have to look up a book on farm animals. You own them all.
I like me some alpacas.
The Guild, the last season of the Guild, they are using Amazon's publish on demand service.
Okay, back to the farm animal thing.
Fear
I was
first.
trying to move us on. No.
No, if I want to look for a book on farm animals, I'll go to Amazon and I'll look through and I'll see the reviews and I'll see what they're about. But now that everyone can publish a book easily, everyone will. So there's going to be fools like Paul writing books about farm animals,
Look, man.
saying Barry's mom and the farm animals.
Oh God! Does that
Listen.
mean that we're actually going to get a brown apple cartoon book? From
Yes.
Maybe.
Actually, that wouldn't be bad.
Here's
Even though I
the
hate brown
thing.
apple.
Paul? That was more me as a dig, like it'll never get done.
Well. All right. So this is a theory I've espoused before.
Which I'm going to regret asking you.
No, this, and if you watch the films, it would work. This theory comes down to the fact that Lucas chickened out at the 11th hour.
Okay.
This is what happened. Because he has Darth Vader, James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He had the whole Jar Jar debacle. My ultimate thing, he didn't want to get seen as racist in a way. But what actually is going on in the prequels is that Mace Windu is an agent of the Sith.
Oh, here we
And
go
in
again.
fact,
Oh God!
he is set to become the next Sith Lord.
Okay.
He is the disciple. He has stepped up. He is within that Dooku realm. All right. Okay. Here's why. When you are watching
I'm gonna take
Clones,
a nap while this is
if you're
going
watching Attack of the Clones, okay, it doesn't really start until then. The thing really kicks in. You've got Yoda in a reflective moment inside his chamber, in deep connection with the light side of the Force.
Okay.
Hearing none other than Qui-Gon Jinn scream out from beyond the grave. Suddenly, the connection fades. And who enters the room? Mace Windu,
Aha.
dragging with him his dark force energy and continuing to cloud the mind of one of the greatest Jedi Masters ever. Yoda knows at that moment, deep is the dark side. There's some craziness going on. And Mace Windu looks on knowingly. Because yes, I'm bringing that dark business. Believe it. Okay? There's
Okay.
number one. Okay? At the end of that film, we're on Geonosia, trying to rescue the kids, right? Trying to get to the bottom of this great clone plot. Who created all of these clones? What's going on? Well, who steps in? Mace Windu. He's standing right next to the Emperor. right? But whose head does he cut off? The only man who knows the true identity of Darth Sifo-Dyas. He's the only man who knows the true identity of Sifo-Dyas and who put in the order for the clones, and the man whose genetics are the basis for the clone army. He kills the one connecting linchpin between a Jedi rogue and the creation of the clone army.
It's never said that Jango Fett knew anything about Sifo-Dyas.
It's never explicitly said
because it's not so.
Please,
you can't make that leap. You can't make that leap.
He's the only guy who would have any knowledge of what those cloners were up to.
How about the cloners?
They
never went back to the cloners. They never asked him, "Hey, do you have any footage of this thing?
Because
Do
they
you
had
know?
tried
Can you
to
describe
erase.
Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas?"
They erased that whole planet from the maps.
That's right.
Dummy.
Who did?
Who indeed?
Freaking
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu and a bunch of other Jedi conspirators. Listen to me. Okay, so that's the next thing.
Yeah, but they know where the planet is
Dude,
now.
Jedis don't
Obi-Wan
straight
was
up
there.
kill
Why don't they just
people.
go there?
He didn't know that
Hey,
dude from
guys.
Adam. He cut his head off in cold blood. Don't tell me he's not pulling some business. Finally,
He was shooting at him.
I was just gonna say
He
again.
was
Thank
freaking
you.
shooting at him.
Thank
Whatever.
you for-
Thank you, Jeff. Yes,
he was not shooting
at him.
Whatever.
He wasn't. He
Yes,
was.
he was. He's like
Uh,
boom, boom, and he's like boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Slice.
And then he just jumps off and
Anyway.
anyway, the fire in the business.
It's a bunch of crap. 'cause
Someone's
he was-
shooting fire at me. There could be some heads a rolling.
He's an agent of the Sith. Not only that, but the very fact that his saber is this purple thing
Okay.
is indicative of a darkness in his character.
Wrong. It was purple because Sam Jackson
Yeah,
said,
he
"Hey, can I
wanted
have
purple.
a purple saber?"
Yeah, that's
And
the way
Lucas
they
is like,
explained it
"Oh,
away.
okay.
That's the way they explained it away, but
That's the truth.
whatever.
I am telling you the truth.
I know, but that's how they explained it away. Then, finally,
And they even made a comic
there's
about
more.
it. They
The
made
moment-
a comic about it.
the moment comes when
Extended universe.
Anakin realizes that the Jedi Order has been compromised, right? Anakin knows that the Jedi Council is being led by a Sith Lord. Whom does he confide this information to? One man, Mace Windu. Instead of informing the entire council, Mace conveniently rounds up a 6-man Jedi posse and goes to confront this Sith Lord, telling Anakin, "Hush, hush, I'll handle this business."
He didn't say hush hush.
He did.
What'd
He
he
said,
say?
"Don't tell people about this."
Well, of course you don't tell people about this.
Of
but
course you don't tell
But you
people.
tell the Jedi. You tell the Jedi Council.
Well, he didn't tell the Jedi Council.
in that time, you have to go get him right now. Sith
Man.
Lord, hello.
Get out of town. He was going to kill him
Yeah.
and take his place.
Okay.
Or
He was going to kill
He
him,
was going to
period.
come in and say, "Master, the plot has been revealed. I have brought here to sacrifice the 4 highest Jedi," and would have sliced them up and da-da-da. But no, Lucas chickened out at the last minute, couldn't have a black man be his villain coming up, and he had to kill him off. So he throws him out the window. It's pathetic. It could have been
Said
really,
it
really
many
awesome.
Times. He's reading way too much.
Way
into it.
too much.
I
You
don't
are
give Lucas
reaching
that much
so
credit
much.
to be that brilliant. And
Well,
last
it's a shame,
but not least,
because it would have been awesome.
But it's
isn't
so
even the type
much
of-
fun.
This isn't even the type of thing that I can just do for fun and think about during because the theory just falls to pieces. Pieces.
Watch the movie.
Tiny pieces.
Watch the movie
Must I?
with the thinking that Mace Windu is an agent of the Sith.
Hey, it's hard enough
there.
watching the movie
know.
thinking it's good.
I know, it's
But you
terrible.
know what? This might help.